On these cameras, you always have a good side and a not so good side. This is my. I love that.
So, a very good evening to everyone. This is DJG.
And I'm
We have
Darius.
Darius, and we have the wonderful, the incomparable, the superb Andrea George-Carrington. Welcome. How you doing, my dear?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for
It's our pleasure to have you.
having me.
So, this is our first time doing this together.
Yes.
Not normally people can hear me DJing, but tonight we're going to be talking to a wonderful young lady about Fit Kids and
Yeah.
what Fit Kids is about and how can Fit Kids go and change the world. And we just want to find out a bit more about you. So
Okay.
let me say hi to Ricky Warren, Rennie Evans. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to share this. Um, we just want the whole world to find out what we're doing. So Darius, Darius, if anybody don't know, Darius is my son. You may have seen us on The Greatest Dance.
The best, sir.
What you're the only son.
Exactly, they're from the best.
Well, what I'd say you're the favourite.
Yeah, I'm the favourite, one and only, the most handsome, like all of it.
I wouldn't go that far. No, come on. Tell the truth and shame the devil, mate. Tell the truth and shame the you can't be that prideful. but Darius is my son. So let's start this thing off.
Yeah.
Darius.
So, Andrea, like, what made you want to start Fit Kids? Like, what was the catalyst that clicked in your head that you were like, actually, this is what I need to do?
Well, I started after college in 1982. I started, and I started teaching aerobics. And when I got out of college, I had hiccups of, I was going to health clubs, trying to apply. I felt I was qualified, but a lot of people were saying, you're overqualified. One thing that got me was they were saying, we don't hire people with degrees. Whoa, okay, well, who do you hire? So I ran into a lot of objections like that. And then I just started, I wanted to be in the fitness business. I didn't want to teach school. Everybody had me prepped. I wanted to teach aerobics because when I was in college, my friends got a chance to go to the fitness center. I went, but I sat outside on the steps. I couldn't go in because I was an African American female, and I always was curious about what is going on in there that I can't be a part of, and that started my curiosity. You're African American, I was like, well, why would y'all even bring me down here and have me sitting on the step if that was the policy, And so I went back to the campus, and I found out in the student center if I could teach aerobics, and they said yes, you can teach aerobics. So I started teaching aerobics center, and it grew to about 100 students, and actually
Wow.
took the students from the fitness center to the student. I thought, this will be easy. I can just go, start teaching aerobics. Ran into the subjection. So I knew it was something about this aerobics, this a fitness thing. I didn't see a lot of people like me. My role models were Jacqueline. You don't know those people because you're a baby. You were just a baby. But Jane Fonda, Sarah Swan, people that were Jane Fonda. But those were the people that I grew up
Okay.
with. Arnold's like me, especially teaching. So I just decided, hey, it's going to be workouts by Andrea. And then I just started contracting out at different. No, I didn't contract out till later on. but I started workouts by Andrea, and I approached corporations because back in the early 80s, corporate fitness was really, really big. Everybody had a wellness center. And so I, went to the corporation
So,
agency here in Dallas.
so as an African American female, how difficult was it for you to get to the point where you could get the job done?
It was it was very difficult because at that time in the 80s, they didn't hire fit centers. That we were not the market. We were not considered the healthiest. We weren't considered people that cared about our health and fitness when actuality we did. We just needed somebody to help us and to teach us about the importance of of health and fitness. And my opportunities came from working in the African American communities because they're like, yeah, sure, come on in. You can work with their kids. The schools would let come in, and there was a lot of schools that didn't even teach PE or even have a gym. So for somebody, for me to, I want to come in and teach aerobics, so I can do field day. So I would go in and host the whole deal, field day, whatever the school needed, and I started bringing in the supplies that the kids didn't have. And we're talking be working with, but that's why I started teaching aerobics. Well, I started workouts by Andrea because that was the only opportunity that I was going to have was to. And then once I started teaching, that's my thing. My degree is in physical education, health.
Yeah.
My minor is music.
Oh.
So you put fitness and music
You can only get
together with my parents, my family. So I put the music on, and I basically taught myself. Basically knowing all the basic mechanics of the body. I knew what direction I should go. I know what works and what doesn't work, and playing it safe. And that's how I started. And then I got into some corporations, and there was corporations. So yeah, and then as I started getting more and more corporations, we even had a company called Zoicon that took their warehouse, half of their warehouse, and built a fitness with the weight room and where the employees could come in. And I was there on staff to teach aerobics. People come in and exercise. That was the good old days when you could just take a break, go into the weight room. And I would do classes at that corporation 3 times a day. There were people that would come in at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're closed, just a basic 20-minute stretch. And then the afternoon, that's when, they'd break it down and because hours and everything, and they would do aerobics, weights, and everything. And then a few years later, when corporations start cutting budget, the first thing they cut is the wellness program.
Yeah.
And, I was able to hire instructors and have a few instructors out, in the market. But, once they so that's when but my own fitness center back in the early 80s, 84, 85. And it's been a struggle. I can't believe still to this day, 40 years in the business, that I'm still struggling with the things that I struggle with 40 years ago. But everybody tells me that I've built a great portfolio. You built a great portfolio.
What advice would you give to other women or other people who are have a dream and don't know how to, get it done, what would be your two bits of advice? What would you give to them?
If you have a dream, that dream was given to you by God. So you follow that dream, because the devil is gonna he also dreams. You got to follow the that were given to you when you were born. You got to
Yeah.
follow what God gives you, no matter what. I was born with the gift of health and fitness, and it was my dream to go out into the world, teach health and fitness, and whatever I had to do. And for the last 28 years, in order to keep my dream going, for the last 28 years, I worked in the automobile business. But the automobile business, the last 10 years with Toyota as an internet sales manager, or internet
Wow.
sales, yeah, internet sales manager. And that has funded the Fit Kids Corporation. All I had to do was fund the Fit Kids Corporation. And I said, well, if I don't fit the portfolio, I don't know who fits the portfolio, but I'm not going to lose focus just because, you know, in health and fitness. I will continue to grow. I just continue to grow, continue to study, research, stay on top of things, but don't ever, ever, ever get away from your dream
Yeah.
and your direction. People will want you to go all kinds of directions. People will want you to change when the economy changes. People will want you to change with technology.
Yeah.
Our kids are not technical. They're not robots. Kids, muscles, health, fitness, ligaments are made the same today as they were made 40 years ago. A lot of people call me antique because I still teach the basic fundamentals. But one thing I know that taught me about being in the car business is longevity.
Mm. Yeah, because you have to know like the fundamentals in order to like build up and to
Yes.
work on things.
Right. And the new generation, it's all good and fine. I embrace it. I embrace it all. I think the old I embrace the new, but I think the new needs to come back and embrace, because we can learn from each other. There's
Yeah.
things that I can teach with the body. There's a process. What stipulations you have on your muscles and your ligament. If you don't know from the beginning this person's story of their body, any defects they might, the history, the family history, if there's diabetics, if there's hypertension, you got to know the whole story of the family in order to build on this. That's why you got to stay with it.
Yeah, definitely. I think like
The
staying with
African opinion is a untapped market. So if I keep saying 3 jumping jacks, 3 push-ups, 3 sit-ups, I have a market. So there's a place for everybody in this arena. And I stayed the course. I stayed the course no matter how irritated, how frustrated, and how I can't I have what I want. I've already had my fitness center. I've already had that. But there is an immediate need in this country, our children. And we talk about investing in our children, but we only want to invest in certain areas, in certain categories. Health and fitness is the important component to life. Without our health and fitness, we don't have a future. And without our kids' health and fitness, You know, these are the people that are going to be teaching how to take care of myself, or these people that are going to be taking care of me. I got to know they're healthy and fit. I do more push-ups than they do. You know, oh, that hurt. Okay, so that's why I got to stay right here. I got to stay right here, and that's why I do. And you know, there's no aid on success. You know, I saw a article where is you want to do your passion after 60. So I'm
You're
looking
still
forward
young.
to
You're still young then.
that's it. I've already done the work.
Yeah.
I've already done the work. You know,
So what would be your let's see, five five things people can do to keep themselves fit and healthy? Just give me five easy things people can do right now just to get themselves fitter.
okay, right now you can sit up straight, shoulders back, stomach tight, and let's carry on the conversation and see how long it takes us before we slouch. That's the number one
Oh, oh,
conversation.
It's like I'm holding this.
You're holding because the natural reaction is to, you know, but no, contract, sit up straight, but I'm still carrying on the conversation because you got to breathe. It's just that's the workout.
Okay.
okay.
You got to contract when you exhale, the stomach wants to release. Everything wants to release, but the workout comes from you exhaling, but the wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth, contract. Wash your face, contract. Riding to work in your car, contract. When you're not doing anything, just stay contracted. It's all about your posture.
Okay.
The posture can change your health. Number two, actually, that's number two. Number one, spiritual health. That's the number one. Every day, you know, before I'm all the way back home, read my daily bread. That's the number one. Spiritual health. You got to renew your mind every single day.
Yeah.
And I have a book called Fixational that I've never published. I wrote this book, God, it's probably 30 years old. It's called Fixational. I took all the passages in the Bible for Christ, you know, put on your full armor, body of armor, all the references that you don't really hear them in a fitness aspect. So I took those and I called it Fixational. I was trying to come up with something that was spiritual and fitness, and I called it Fixational. And it still sits. I have opportunity comes, you'll be able to see spiritual fitness is the most thing. There's your posture, you know, because if you get in the habit of contracting your stomach all day long, then you take in less food because your body becomes used to being contracted versus your body being used to being relaxed. When you relax that stomach muscle, you can fill it up. Then you're keeping stomach muscle contracted all day long. So when you eat, notice, oh, I'm full. Okay, you're full. That's it. Don't go past that. You're full. Push it aside. And the more you start correcting your posture and keeping your stomach contracted, the less food you'll start taking in. And it's okay. You know, if you nibble 6 times a day on healthy
6 times,
items,
6 times a
a
day.
little
That's a
less.
lot.
Well, not full meal, but you know, you might have nuts and fruits. See, I see y'all. Y'all think y'all, you thinking buffet style? No,
A buffet six
Well,
times a day would be great.
well,
it would.
you can go up to the buffet 6 times, though, can't you?
He can go 6. So that's you know, and then trying to get into some type of people always say I don't 25 sit-ups, 25 jumping jacks, 25 push-ups, 1 minute each. That's a 3-minute workout. The thing is doing 5 sit-ups, doing 25 jumping jacks in 1 minute. That's the workout.
Okay.
So start with 8, minimum of 8. And then 1 minute. Okay. It's not that easy. Because, you know, it's only 1 minute. And you got to get 25 in there. It's not that
Yeah.
easy. But if you start at 8 and then the next day do 9, see, it's about progress. You know, people want to jump into fitness. And that's why you fail. If you just do it times a day, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but if you don't have time, you can't follow the line. So you have to find something that works for you and your schedule. But 3 minutes ought to be the absolute minimum that you work out. Just a simple stretch. Inhale. Exhale, but don't let your stomach muscles go.
Okay.
That's a workout. From working all day computer, you know, but we never take a break at work and just, you know, look to the right, look to the, stretch your neck, you know, stretch your shoulders, up, down, you know, all of that, neck rolls, you know, there you go. Keep your stomach tight.
Oh, it's tight. It's tight.
Okay.
So you're with all of this amazing fitness stuff that you're doing, like, what do you want your legacy to be?
All about the kids.
Yeah.
All about the kids. Because they're so innocent, so many different influences. And when you teach the kids about the importance of health and fitness, you know, the Bible talks about train up a child in the way that they should go. And, you know, they'll forever be that way. But if we don't teach them about fitness, they won't ever know about fitness. Fitness teaches life stories, transition. That's why you see my post about sports. Sports is all about transitioning. Fitness is about transitioning. You know, fitness makes you, I don't know how I can say this. When I got in the car business, I always enter these arenas where I'm the only one. When I got into the car business, excuse me for a second, I was the only African American female and the only African American, period.
Yeah.
One thing that my manager told me, he said, people are going to believe you because you're fit. I can trust you
Yeah.
because you take care of yourself. He ain't saying anything about you're going to sell 30, 40 cars a month, you're going to take $10,000 a month. You know, he didn't say anything about that. He said, people will believe you because you take care of yourself. And that stuck with me. That is all care of myself. But then that fitness transitioned into another business model, the car business. That customer is looking for somebody that they can trust. And he was absolutely right. A lot of conversations led to conversations about fitness. What do you do, you know, to take care of yourself?
Yeah. And I think
So,
that's really amazing that you said that, people could trust you because you're fit. And I think like that's something amazing that everyone watching can really take from this, because like no matter what fitness is to each individual person, like as long as you are
exactly.
working fitness,
Right.
like you'd be able to carry yourself more confidently. You can, ask for that raise that that you deserve, and all of those other things, because you have that inner confidence that comes from your fitness, which I think is absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. And I would say that I got in the car business was for exactly what you're saying. I took care of myself. I was a timely person. I was always encouraging other. And plus, when you're into fitness and you're on the, you know, all that, I tunnel vision, all that stuff that people talk about at work. I'm like, good Lord, go work out. I used to tell someone, go to the gym, go work out, get there. So by me staying focused, it always took me where I want to be. But I attributed that to my fitness, my health, and my fitness. Now, fitness doesn't always mean that you're, you know, slim, trim. When I got in the fitness business, I was put on 90-day probation because I didn't weigh 125 pounds. So
Wow.
at the club, because they wanted me to weigh 125 pounds, I weighed 140. But the scale, they wanted me to scale. So I started teaching aerobics. And in 30 days, I looked like I weighed 125 pounds, but I still weighed 140. I cut the body fat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So health and fitness it doesn't have a look. Health and fitness is what it is. I have some larger than life, my best friends, my girls, I don't look at them in any kind of way because they're fit. They work out with me internally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. They're fit. I don't care what size you are. You keeping up with me. You doing just as many jumping jacks as I'm doing.
I mean
But
that's pretty good. That's absolutely brilliant. We're coming to the
they're fit.
we're coming to the end, but we just want to know if people want to contact you and they want to get more information about how to get their kids fit, how to get themselves fit. What's your website and your social media handles?
Okay, social media, where our email address is the Fit Kids at outlook.com. Fit Kids at outlook.com.
Yeah,
We don't carry a website anymore because you when I found out that my website down, it's strictly social media. So we're on at the Fit Kids on Instagram, we're at the Fit Kids on Facebook, and we're at the Fit Kids on Twitter. So you put in the Fit Kids or Fit Kids Corp, you see us all over social media. You'll see us talking about all different kinds of kids. Today is Fit Kid Tuesday, Workout Tuesday. I'm getting ready to do our workout, in the neighborhoods. We're still under COVID protocol, so everything is still on lockdown. But I have 30 kids outside my house today, ready to go, ready to go. But again, everything is the Fit Kids. Everything links right into the other. So the Fit Kids at outlook.com, Fit Kids at Twitter, the Fit Kids at Instagram, the Fit Kids at Facebook.
brilliant.
We
So,
keep it simple.
anybody listening, if you want your kids to be super fit, super healthy, super great, connect with Andrea George-Carrington. fit kids. Andrea, thank you very much for joining us today.
So much, Andrea.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. This is a pleasant, great surprise.
Right. Well, we'll hopefully we'll meet again and do this again. Enjoy yourselves and make sure the kids work hard today. Make them
That,
sweat.
they will. They will. They will.
All right. Take care then. God bless.
God bless. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Turn that up. You can turn that up, DJ.
Okay. Take care then. Goodbye. Have a good
Okay,
night.
bye bye.
Bye.
You too.
Bye bye.